my favorite story with my twin sister Robin has got to be the time that she took my place at the snowball stand that I was working at. And this was when I was in college a few years ago, but I really wanted to go to this festival. I was having a little rough patch in my life, and one of my friends, she had like half off this festival ticket called Hangout in Gulf Shores, and I really wanted to go. I was gonna just quit just to go to the festival, quit the job because I was only gonna work there through the summer anyway. But I was talking to my sister and I was like, Robin, like, I think I'm gonna quit, or I just have to go to this festival right now. Like, I have to go have some fun in my life. And she said, I just was joking with her. I was like, it would be so funny if you came and took my place for the weekend. And she's like, okay, Rachel, I'll do it. I'll come take your place. And she had to drive an hour to come take my place. And so I said, okay, Robin, like, I'm gonna check with the girl that I'm working with and make sure it's okay with her so that y'all are not freaking out, because it was only her and one other girl. And usually there was like three of us, but I was a pretty good snowball slinger. So like two of us, we can make it work. But so I let the girl know, and she was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I checked the weather, and it was like supposed to be raining all weekend. People don't get snowballs when it's raining. But I checked the weather, we all looked all good. So anyway, I go to Gulf Shores. I'm having a great time at the festival, just a wonderful time. And my sister is showing up at the snowball stand and taking my place, and she pulls up and she texts me and she said, Rachel, I don't know about this. It's really sunny outside. And I was like, well, Robin, I'm 4 hours away at this festival, so good luck. So, like, I'm at the festival, like, I barely have signal on my phone. And she said, Robin said it was like the worst day of her life. She said she didn't know how to make a snowball at all. Like, I told my friend, I told the girl that I was working with that Robin knows nothing. Like, she doesn't know how to do a snowball. Like, you need to show her the things. And the girl was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, we're not going to be busy anyway. Like, we'll be fine or whatever. Robin said it was so crazy. She said that the girl had like syrup in her hair at one point in time. Like, and of course, like, I worked at the snowball stand for 2 years at this point, and never, not once did this snowball machine ever break. But on this day that my sister took my shift, this snowball machine broke, and like the manager had to go to the stand, and when he walked in, he like had a feeling that like Robin's like more reserved than I am, and like I'm more like, hey, hello. And so he was like, it was weird, like she wasn't like, you know, uh with it or whatever. Anyway, I get a text from my boss and he's like, call me when you can. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I called him on my way back on Monday. I was like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, hey, Rachel, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm driving back from Gulf Shores right now. And he's like, I know you are. He's like, what you did was so stupid. And he's like, if you weren't such a good employee, I would definitely fire you. And so anyway, I didn't lose my job, but Robin said it was like one of the worst days of her life. And she said she didn't know how hard it was to actually make a snowball. But that is one of the funniest things. And the girl that she worked with was so mad at me. She was so mad at me. She didn't want to talk to me. And I like gave her my tips for like the next 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but I thought it was gonna rain. That's what the weather. This Louisiana weather, you just don't know. You look at it one day and it says it's supposed to thunderstorm, and then boom, it's a 50% chance. It's like bright as sunny. You're having the busiest day of the snowball stand that you'll ever have. Anyway, that was like one of the funniest little stories that me and my sister, we both love to tell it. So yeah, if you're wondering if we ever switched places, that's like one of my favorite stories. So.